No.
Would you be expected?
Hey, hush up. Hush up.
Okay.
So let me ask you. Okay, I'm putting my phone in my thing, and I'm gonna keep recording you guys. Hold on, let me slide my phone in my pocket.
Hang on. He can put
What are you doing? He said I could put it in my pocket. Let me go.
Stop yelling.
I'm not yelling. Let me go. You're hurting my wrist. You're hurting my wrist. Can I?
Yes.
You're holding me. Jesus Christ, you're hurting my wrist too. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Let go. Ow! Let go of my wrist. Dude, I have a fucking shoulder issue, you idiot.
Then you shouldn't mouth off to the cop.
Mouth off. How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? It's Bay Area Transparency, bringing to you, as promised, part 2 of my interaction with the Pinole, California Police Department. I couldn't believe the comments I was reading from some of the bootlickers on the Pinole Police Department's Facebook post about this incident. How so many people could believe that you must do everything the police tell you, and if you simply exercise your rights, you should end up in handcuffs, and that's okay. Thank God the law doesn't work the same way as some of these people's opinions do, or we would all bow down to the almighty police in the same fashion the North Koreans do the supreme leader. As far as the way I spoke to the police after I was treated the way I was, I do hate to cuss at the police, and I sincerely mean that. But I challenge you to simply try to assert your rights, be treated like I was, and then not be irate. I'm not anti-police. I am anti-bad police. It's my opinion that Officer Duggan fits this description. I want to let you know that I battled with including one particular part of this video, specifically the interaction with the Karen who called the police in the first place, right? In the end, I decided that I didn't want to share her face on screen, let her keep a little bit of her privacy, although I was perfectly within my rights to record her, and she should know that. What I feel is important, however, is what part this Karen and other like hers play in the continuance of this country's overall police state. She witnessed no crime or criminal characteristics, but called in on me only because I look less fortunate. Let's listen to some of her words right now.
You're fucking white trash. Get the fuck away from my house.
Be quiet. You're
away from my house.
You're being disorderly. Well, we got this lady being disorderly now after she called the PD on me for no reason. Now she's yelling, screaming. This is ridiculous. Oh, we got an officer parked right here. That's crazy. All I was doing was walking around, sitting down, trying to rest my knee. And this, yeah, right. See, that's what I mean. Okay, Bay fam, you heard that. And to the Karen who that was, you're lucky I don't post a whole video of you exposing you for the type of person you are. To be clear, this woman who was yelling at me at the top of her lungs like a crazy person was doing so right in front of a police officer who was parked across the street from us. She was also the only one who was around watching me while I was walking around and sitting down in the parking lot. There was no one else around. You could tell her opinion based on her yeah right comment to my statement that I wasn't doing anything but walking around and sitting down. Bay fam, we really need to take a look at why there is no sense of solidarity within the public community. There's no shared sense of integrity. People are shallow and viciously jump to conclusions to help bring the misfortune of others. This Karen saw no crime and made only assumptions about a person dressed a certain way walking through a rows of cars. It was her own perception that since I was dressed to look less fortunate, guess what? I could be up to no good, and the police need to be involved. The Fourth Amendment guarantees us the right to be free of unwarranted searches and seizures, but was I really guaranteed this basic freedom here? What were the grounds I was detained on? A person merely saying I could be tampering, maybe with cars? She didn't have anything to base this opinion on except the way I was dressed, like white trash in her own words. Funny, she didn't mention the fact I was openly recording while I was in the parking lot either, did she? It was very clear Officer Duggan didn't feel the need to handcuff me, as he stated in the video, until I refused to give up my Fifth Amendment right, which at the time, then he did so as a means of retaliation to me telling him to hush up so I could speak. Is this behavior okay? Are the police allowed to bully us in Pinole? Chief Gang, I think you need to retrain your officers and do a little bit better. Pieces of straight trash. That was ridiculous, guys. So All right, we're gonna come back here, record a little bit more of the back gate. So there's the cameras there. Let's get this license plate.
Can I help you with something?
What was that?
Can I help you with something?
No, you can go back to work. That's about it. So now we got somebody else. Here comes another car right here, flying in. There's another one flying in. That's right. Yeah, that's right. There you go. So that's the way we treat them. She called and they came flying in the parking lot like they were gonna do something. So now he's over there watching me. I'm blowing kisses at him, guys. So what they're doing is they're just sitting there waiting for me to leave. Waiting to figure out what car I go to or something like that, so that they can try to figure out who I am and where I'm from. So at a later date, of course, they can harass me. Wow, this was ridiculous, guys. I think this was one of the worst audits that I've ever done. They say I'm trying to get their attention. No. Walking around and sitting down is not trying to get your attention. I can see if I was trying to pry on a car or something, then you might have some reasonable suspicion. But walking around, sitting in between cars that people usually don't go to is BS, and they know it. So right, vehicle 801. Where this says it's closed, the PD is closed, or the public safety building is closed, and to pick up the phone. Right there. So you can't get in. So we're gonna go ahead and use the phone on them. Get a complaint form. Yeah, I need a complaint form, citizens complaint form out here, and I need a public records request form from you guys as well. I'm not gonna give my name. We're at this telephone, I guess I can't get inside the PD, right? So thank you. So Bay fam, I never try to curse at the police. I really do try to avoid it. But when I have a couple cops that are really wrenching my arm around and then basically mocking me and making fun of me, saying I'm just complaining about it and so on and so forth, and then putting the cuffs on me so tight that you can still 30-45 minutes later see the marks on my wrist, you know, I lose my temper for sure. And all I did essentially was exercise my Fifth Amendment right not to talk to them. And so not talking to them was doing it the hard way, and so they're gonna put me in cuffs because I didn't talk to them. So what they're saying is, if I would have talked to them and would have told them that whatever, if I would have just given up my right, I wouldn't have went in cuffs. Honestly, that tells you at that point that there was never, ever a need to put me in cuffs. I wasn't a threat. They didn't have reasonable suspicion that I had a weapon. They didn't even pat me down. They threw me in cuffs, wrenched my arm. The other one tried to start snatching on me because I had my phone going in my pocket. And then they started making fun of me because I was complaining about it. And I still, later, have the marks all over my wrists. All over. Look at that one. That's the worst one right there. It's all red still. Look at that. Jesus. So yeah, I think this one's going down in the history books, that's for sure. Just wondering where the forms are that I requested down here by the phone. Been about 20 minutes now. Okay, we gotta wait this long, or? I mean, it shouldn't take that long, right? All right, well, hurry up. All right. Here's one of the cops coming to give me forms now. Public records request, citizens complaint.
The public records request you can do at a later time. So, because right now our records people aren't
I'll
there.
take that.
Hang on, but this is the.
Hang on, what? I don't need to be explained.
This
Just
is
give
the
me the form.
complaint form.
Yeah, give it to me.
So just to let you know, you are going to need to put your identification on there.
Negative. You don't have to file it. You don't have to put your identification for a complaint. Take the complaint.
Okay. And what's the complaint for?
Go ahead and give me the complaint.
Well, what's the complaint for?
Look at, here he goes, guys. Here he goes. You see this? You see this? That's what the complaints are for. It's been about 45 minutes. What's going on with that? Now give me a complaint form. And more. It's none of your business what the complaint's about. The complaint's about I'm filing a complaint.
Walkway towards the
Jesus. Here we go, guys. Showing the service we get. Can I have the complaint form, please, so I can leave?
You said please. There you go.
Thank you. Because I said please now? I have to say please to you?
Polite.
I have to say please to you?
Have a good day.
You serve me. You're a public servant. You're under me. Okay? I don't serve you, you piece of trash. This guy wants me to treat him like he's my master, guys. Because I said please, I can have the form. Look at this freaking clown right here, guys.
Yep.
Trash. This PD is straight. You know how you're making your PD look? Look at you, dude. I'm going to have your badge, bro. I'm going to have this guy's badge for sure. What a piece of trash, dude. Yeah, go dismissed. Oh, my God. I bet you never heard that before. Does it hurt? Clown. Oh, my God. He said I had to say please for the form. I had to say please. I can't believe these guys. I literally can't believe these guys. They came right out to sign their ticket. So it's true what everybody's been telling me, that the Pinole police are just garbage. Look at their public service. Just making sure these guys don't hurt anybody else, kill anybody else. Oh. Take a walk. There's a lot of trash in this department, guys. We need to clean this one up. Putting cuffs on somebody's wrist so tight that they have marks over an hour later. It's ridiculous. And what do you guys think of the conduct of your fellow officers? Got any words on that? Think they do a good job? They won't talk to me. Later, babe. So that's where I was at. I was just walking around, sitting down in there, hanging out. And I got snatched up because of the way I look. Police on me, but because I dressed homeless today as a social experiment to see how I would be treated, she called on me. And it worked. It's crazy. Crazy. And then this guy's telling me he's not giving me the form until I say please, which I shouldn't have even said please. I usually don't even say please to police officers, but it just slipped out because typically I'm very respectful to everybody. And so, yeah, I said please, you know, just trying to be nice to him. And that was what made him give me the form. Not because I asked for it. He wanted to know what the complaint was. He wanted to sit there and argue about it. None of that. Making his department look horrible. Instead, he gave it to me because I said, please, say please, because you're my servant. You're my bitch. When I started telling them, hey, I don't have to say please to you. I'm not you're not my boss. I'm your boss. They just started laughing like, yeah, right. So, straight up trash. Straight up trash in the city of Pinole, man. So, Bay fam, I'm out here pretty soon.